Hi, so in this video I'll be talking about Mindsets Chapter 6, which is Relationships, Mindsets, in Love or Not. So in this chapter, the author talks about romantic relationships and how when people are in a relationship, or when either one or both parties are in a relationship and they have a fixed mindset, they tend to think that their partners should always agree with them, which just isn't realistic. Their relationship should not need any work, that should be easy, and that it's something that should just come to them, that they should be able to read each other's minds. They shouldn't need to communicate to do anything. It should just be all mind powers, and that you should just understand automatically what's going on, and that if there's problems in the relationship, that means they're in traits, that means there's flaws and they can't be fixed, and that there's no going back from any of this, which is not true. Things can change, people can change, you can work in a relationship, they're meant to be worked on, but relationships are different and they need work. How growth mindset people work to fix their relationships, they work to improve them, and that communication is key, that these people aren't just accepting that their relationship is stuck where it is. They understand that it's going to need some work, that there's going to be some things that need improvement, that they're going to have to talk with their partner, and that they're not always going to know exactly what's going on in their head. It just talks about how all relationship with growth should be about helping the other person develop themselves and grow and just reach their goals, helping them to get where they want to be, helping them to get to their goals, their reach their aspirations in life. It shouldn't be about just reaching yours. You should be helping each other get to where you want to be. And she talked about friendships and relationships with friendships and how they're very much the same as a relationship with a partner. They're built on trust, respect, not using each other, helping each other grow. About shyness and how that can impact people, and how shyness with fixed-minded people people who are shy with a fixed mindset tend to close up and back away from any challenges regarding communication. They don't want to try to communicate. Whereas people who are in the growth mindset they see it as a challenge. They work and see that this social situation may be hard and awkward, but eventually they'll get through the hard and awkward part and things will get better. And that they are pushing themselves and working to improve on their skills. And then also about bullies and victims and how the relationship that a fixed and growth mindset plays in those relationships, and that how victims who often are fixed mindset often have the revenge mindset, how they view anything that the bully has done to them and they want to get back at the bully. They want to take their revenge or get some power and feeling by make them feel how they felt. She used the example of the Columbine shootings and how that impacted how those two boys were fixed mindset, and how that just impacted how they reacted to being bullied for years. And then just talked about what we can do in relation to bullying, and how that's something that if we can take an action on, something that people can help in schools, and they can use their growth mindset to help the students, to help other people realize that there's another way, realize that there's another option to bullying or being bullied and wanting revenge. But then also, first, some of the traits that I would like to see in a relationship, or someday maybe, whatever, is that I'd want someone to be compassionate, and I'd want our relationship to be built on trusting each other and communication. And I also want someone who's just funny and lighthearted and willing to goof off and not take things too seriously. And there should also be a deep mutual understanding and respect for each other, because it's a partnership. It's not a give and take. It's a partnership. You're working to help each other. You work with each other. Sometimes you're supporting someone more than they're supporting you, whatever it is, but it's a partnership. It's not something that you can just blow off. And that you should also push and help each other improve and grow and reach your goals, get to where you want to be in the future. You should know that if your things are lining up, if you're on the same boat. And then also, the quote that I really liked from this chapter is that so when success should not need effort is a very strong belief, is probably why so many relationships go stale. People believe that being in love means never having to do anything taxing, which is, in my opinion, just ridiculous. Like, if you're in love with someone, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be simple. It's not going to be a one answer fixes everything or this will magically make everything better. Sometimes you're going to have to do hard things. Sometimes things are going to be taxing. Sometimes your relationship won't be great. Sometimes things will get rough for a while and you'll have to pick up a little bit more slack, or sometimes you'll need them to pick up a little bit more slack. It's taxing. That's life. It's just how it goes. And so you have to understand that things aren't always easy, and that's just life. That's, you embrace it and you learn from it and you grow from it and you improve, and your relationship grows stronger because of the taxing or hard times. But I really liked the way that spoke and how that can impact a relationship. Like in the future, that's something like, that's just life, that's love, that's any relationship, no matter if it's romantic or friendly or whatever it is. Relationships are not easy. They require work and effort, and sometimes they require you to be a little taxed to be able to give a little bit more effort. But anyways, that's kind of the main points with that. Thanks for listening. Bye.